Shark diving is crazy, to be honest. And I mean, the first time I ever heard anything about it was Kobe. So we get to Hawaii and I'm like, babe, let's go. Tell my wife, I'm like, let's go shark diving. And like, she's the adventurous one. Like, she loves all the crazy, wild things. Like, she's the one that's, you know, not scared to step out of her comfort zone. Me, I'm more reserved. I just like to chill. You know, the whole car ride, you thinking, man, am I really about to do this? You get to the middle of wherever you're going and all you see is this cage just floating in the middle of the water. And you see sharks circling the boat, circling the cage.
You ready, bro?
I don't even know what to say right now. But I'm here.
And you like, all right, well, I'm here now. So it's like, I can't, in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, I can't turn around. Like, it ain't no, like, this is it. And of course, my wife, she volunteers for me to go down and get in the cage first. Originally, I get in the cage and my snorkeling thing is messed up.
They're right there, I see them. Go ahead.
I'm telling you.
Okay. So like, I'm like low-key panicking because I'm like, I can't breathe. Like, I'm trying to go under the water, but I can't breathe because water is getting caught in my snorkeling little mask or whatever. But eventually we figure it out, and then honestly, when you down there, you like, all right, this is peaceful, bro. Like, it's really, honestly, it's similar to a game. You know, you go through all the emotions and, you know, the feeling of whether it's anxiety or nervousness or excitement or, you know, happy, whatever it is, you know, the emotions that you feel before a game. It's like, all right, in that moment, it's like, all right, I can choose how I want to deal with this. And, you know, it was kind of like a good practice for me.
Wake up, filthy.
I started from the bottom, hard scratching over. Put a check on my baby, cause he never told. Switch up on my hoe, drop a Vincento. I've been fucking this hoe, I wish she didn't give me a code. Flexing, chicken,
the last few games. Randle on the pull-up is good. Shot clock at 8. Edwards pulls the trigger. Back down Draymond Green. Now falls away. It's good. Julius Randle with 7 early points. Randle with a jab step. Fires. Gets a 3. Julius Randle 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Randle with the floater. That ends in 11-0. Randle drills a 3. Julius Randle. Randle's your 11. That's the last 5 games.
Tyler, come here.
Especially when Dre is out of the game because he's not all over the floor trying to help.
He was trying to get
my jersey be untucked and shit. He was like,
I still think though, like that shit.
I'm like, Dre don't do, because a couple possessions before he was like, Drew, he was like, nah, because he had pulled, it was on the free throw box, so he had pulled my jersey and shit. I'm like, Scott, what the fuck are you doing? He was like, Drew, nah. He was like, dog, don't do that. He was like, don't do that. He was like, bro, he was like, you too real for that, bro. You don't play like that. He was like, you don't be complaining like that. He was like, bro, you too real.
Frustration is boiling right now for the Wolves.
Every last one of us got to play better individually.
Minnesota showing life.
It's just the one thing. We got to go get it.
Diplomatic immunity. All that peace and that unity, all that weak shit.
They're a tough team to play against, tough team to game plan against because they do a lot of random different stuff. But I always felt confident, you know, from the start of that series.
Started talking to me like I'm slowing down. Opinions over statistics, of course. Gassed off journalistic, come at me and all you'll get is the ballistic report. Book a private room with Wally's way to twist in the court. I got multicolored rings like the Olympics, of course. At award shows, cutting through the tension, of course. Girls hugging me, then asking me 100% that is, boy.
Julius Randle gives
I
the
be
Wolves
walking
the
around the
lead
six
back.
like I invented it, boy. Yeah. Who am I to do or die? The one with the fewest lies and the truest ties. They try to compare us, but like a job straight out of high school, there's no you and I taught you everything you know. Now you got student pride. All factual. I call the house the embassy, the studio, the chapel. I hate to travel. I just pulled up on Solana show. The girls are natural. I knew it way back when Hollywood was international. Yeah. The furthest I've been, that's word to my ends. Word of the flags that belong in the hood of my Benz. Very presidential. I broke all the codes for zoning in my residential. I broke spirits that I never meant to. My body isn't much of a sacred temple. With vodka and wine and sleep at the opposite times. Promise shit is getting out of line like when you make a stencil.
You're my hero!
Yeah, when you make it that far, you want to keep going. And for me, it was just about like, all right, I want more. You know, I want to keep pushing this thing. You know, you're in the Final Four teams of, you know, NBA playoffs. It's like what you grew up watching as a kid, and now you're in that moment, you're in that stage. So, you know, obviously, you know, happy for our team and everything that, you know, we dealt with that year, the ups and downs for us to come together in the right moment and, you know, win games and learn something from it. And, you know, for me, I took that into the summer, figured out what I could do better, you know, how I could help our team be better, how I can be a better player. You know, those moments prepare us for now.
Chop out the brain, speed out in flames, crib is insane, stones in my chain, money, power and fame, nigga, risking their life for these millions, buying my game, I got it, giving them ways, I got it, more dough than Amos, 8-bedroom is a maze, rich and I'm famous, Tom Ford used to be Haynes, blessed and protected by angels, I took my talent to turn on the villa.
And, you know, take everything in with the family and just really be in the moment and experience everything, you know, with my wife and kids. So, like, that was like a first for me where I could just kind of just put my mind at ease, put my body, let my body recover from a long season.
A 40 HP Johnson on a flat bottom metal boat. Coke cans and BB guns, hard wire and old fence posts. 8-point bucks in autumn and freshly cut cornfields. One arm out the window and one hand on the wheel. Some things just go better together and probably always will, like a cup of coffee and a sunrise, Sunday drives and time to kill. What's the point of this old guitar if it ain't got no strings? Or pouring your heart into a song that you ain't gonna sing. It's a match made up in heaven, like good old boys and beer. And me.
I think it was like really key for me, you know, looking back on the summer, because usually you go into the playoffs and you go this far, obviously, and it's a shorter summer, you know, compared to everybody else. And I think for me, like, that break was like amazing because it was needed, not just physically, and physically I felt great, but, you know, mentally it was like a refresher. And it really set the tone for the rest of my summer for me to be able to attack the summer how I wanted to. And, you know, in past seasons where I may have had like 5 months or 4 months in the summer, like, this was shorter, but, you know, I felt like what I got out of this summer and what I was able to put in and wake up every day, feel refreshed, ready to attack every single day.
Tweaking on vacation with me, you set limitations with me. Why do I get treated different? I don't know how you run the bases with me. This ain't nothing sacred with me. Why do I get treated different? Sun is setting on I bet a full moon is gonna show. Wondering what routes your boat, what keeps your heavy heart afloat. I don't know. Bipolar, baby, seems like it just went undiagnosed. Block me on everything that's so immature, so unprovoked. I don't even know why. Had plans to understand you, Mariana, you broke my faith. Why you gotta listen to the propaganda? We just broke the ice and now you're both leaving. I was being kind, I don't understand.
You know, you're going through the whole contract negotiations and stuff, but I think for me in my mind, and you know, obviously on the other side of the table in Minnesota and with the front office, like everybody wanted the same thing, and that was, you know, for myself, and you know, us to agree to something so I can, you know, be a Minnesota Timberwolf. You know, I wanted that from the beginning, from the moment really I got to Minnesota. You know, how they embraced me, how they made me feel welcome, from front office to coaching staff to players, like just the city in general, just how comfortable my family was here, and you know, just being able to get that done so fast, and you know, just a smooth process of being able to get it done was great. You know, being back here is amazing, and you know, being back around the team, back around the guys. Process, it really never changes. Everything is a day at a time. I think now in my career, I'm more in love with the process than I ever have been. You know, being that close to, you know, what you've always wanted as a kid. And, you know, my drive and my hunger is at an all-time high. Motivation is at an all-time high, but I think just my love for the game and, you know, the process of what it takes every single day is, you know, it's up there. So I'm excited for the season. Probably the most joy I've had playing the game in a really, really long time. You know, I got that kid-like joy of playing the game, waking up every day. Just excited to do what I love, you know, regardless of how tired I am, or, you know, I get to do this every single day and I love it. And I feel like it's gonna be a hell of a season. I know it's gonna be a hell of a season, and you know, I'm just excited to share it with you guys.
17 all, go Eagles to inbound. Eagles.
Home to you.
Over to Randle.
I'm coming back